The truth about HB 958, House Bill 958, North Carolina's silent attack on voter freedom, trickery at its finest, written by Davina St. Clair. This is about restricting sovereignty. True democracy means more than showing up at the polls. It means having meaningful choices, being free from manufactured barriers, and holding systems accountable when they fail to represent the people. HB 958 is a direct violation of democratic principles. It's not just about this election, it's about preserving the sacred right to shape our future without interference, restriction, or censorship. So why would our lawmakers want to silence us? While headlines quietly whisper that HB 958 may make voting both more or less burdensome, the truth is far more urgent and dangerous. Behind that polished language is a power move by lawmakers who appear far less interested in protecting democracy than in controlling its outcomes. Tucked inside the sprawling election bill is a clear and calculated ban on ranked choice voting, RCV for short. And to my surprise, I cannot believe how many people have never heard of ranked choice voting. It's a modern system designed to increase voters' voices, reduce negative campaigning, and ensure fairer outcomes. But lawmakers who fear losing power often fear choice most of all. At the heart of this bill lies a ban on ranked choice voting. As I mentioned, it's a system designed to give you, the voter, more freedom, a greater voice, and increased power. If passed, HB 958 would block the use of ranked choice voting anywhere in North Carolina, whether it be a city, county, or statewide. That's not just politics, that's an assault on your sovereignty as a voter. What is actually in HB 958? The bill isn't about improving elections, it's about restricting them. As I mentioned, it bans ranked choice voting statewide, regardless of local preference, prohibits state and county boards of elections from encouraging voter turnout, a chilling step that may violate First Amendment rights. It requires photo ID for military and overseas voters, erecting barriers for those who serve abroad. It politicizes the State Board of Elections, granting partisan power to oversee and influence outcomes. So this isn't streamlining, it's a strategic move to silence your voice. When representative democracy is no longer the norm. In the United States, we are promised a representative democracy, a system where elected officials are chosen by and held accountable to the people. That promise only works when voters have the freedom to choose how they vote, who they vote for, and whether new systems such as ranked choice voting can make elections more fair and inclusive. When lawmakers try to ban such systems outright, they are not protecting democracy, they are constraining it. They are denying us the very sovereign right to shape our governance. And that is not just a policy issue, it's a breach of principle and is undemocratic at the very least. Why banning ranked choice voting matters. Ranked choice voting empowers voters to rank candidates in order of their preference. First, second, and third. It encourages more civil campaigns and discourages extremism and ensures that winners have broad support. You are the one voting for who you want, and you don't have to worry about who everyone else is voting for because you get a first, second, and third choice. The candidate who has the lowest votes is eliminated. It is that simple. But To those who fear losing control, this system is a threat. So instead of debating its merits, they buried the ban inside a sweeping bill, hoping you won't notice until it's too late. What can you do? If you're a North Carolinian or simply someone who believes in electoral sovereignty, now is the time to act. Can contact your legislators and urge them to vote no on House Bill 958. Remind them that they work for you, not the other way around, and share this post and speak up. Silence only serves those trying to suppress your voice. Educate others on what ranked choice voting is and how it benefits our democracy. Plan on attending at town halls and hearings near you. Your physical presence still matters. And ask for ranked choice voting in your city or town before it's banned altogether. Now, I'm going to move on and we're going to look at where ranked choice voting has been implemented in the United States successfully. The Alaska example, voters defended their choice. Consider the Alaska example not as distant politics, but as a live demonstration of what happens when voters adopt a system that reflects their preferences rather than party pressure. They passed ranked choice voting and defended it under fire 4 years later, and saw early signs of more civil campaigns, bipartisan governance, and better representation. If North Carolina's House Bill 958 bans ranked choice voting, we risk forfeiting that potential before it can even begin. In 2020, Alaska adopted ranked choice voting and open primaries by a narrow vote. It wasn't easy, but it was accomplished. Then in 2024, 4 years later, opponents tried to repeal it, and they failed. Despite immense political pressure, Alaskans voted to keep ranked choice voting by just over 700 votes. Why? Because they had seen it works. In 2022, special congressional election, voters used ranked choice voting for the first time. Mary Peltola won not by splitting the vote, but by earning second choice support across party lines. And surveys showed over 95% of the voters found it easy to understand and use. Ranked choice voting wasn't just a theory, it became a practical role in democracy for Alaskans. And when opponents tried to take it back, the people said no. So what every U.S. citizen can learn from that is we don't need to wait for a crisis to remember our power. Alaska's story shows us that ranked choice voting worked for them. And what it does for all of us is it removes the spoiler effect, the blame game. It gives voters more choices without fear of wasting their vote. We don't have to pick the lesser of two evils. We can put our candidates in politics who are not bought out by the corporate agendas. And it also encourages a more civil issue-focused campaign. Produces leaders with broad support, not just partisan loyalists, and it's popular once used even by skeptics. And most importantly, we can learn that when freedom is threatened, voters show up. But our democratic freedoms are currently under attack. So this means that we must show up for ourselves. So why you must speak up now. If we don't act, HB 958 could become law, and once choice is taken away, getting it back is exponentially harder. This isn't just a North Carolina issue, it's part of a broader pattern. Legislation dressed as reform that ends up centralizing control and shrinks the people's freedom. For now, Alaska kept its voice, and we must fight not to lose ours. Freedom is not a form you fill out every 2 years, every 4 years. It's the power to choose, the right to speak, and the ability to evolve our democracy as we, the people, see fit. HB 958 is a warning, not yet put into law. As a citizen of the United States, you still have time to say, I choose freedom and reserve the right to choose ranked choice voting as an option for restoring our rights as a citizen of the United States of America.